Tritt für mich ein, so wie ich für dich eingetreten bin.
We shall never surrender!
This is June 1940. Hitler had already occupied much of Western Europe. France, Poland, Austria, Denmark, Belgium had already fallen under Hitler's brutal expansion. Only three major superpowers now remain in Europe: Britain, Soviet Union, and Germany. Soviet Union and Hitler already had signed a peace agreement. So now, the only force that remains an obstacle in Hitler's path is Britain. But how was Hitler able to capture so much of Europe so easily? Let's discuss the rise of Hitler's expansion.
Du, meine Arbeit für richtig hältst, ob du glaubst, dass ich fleißig gewesen bin, dass ich gearbeitet habe, dass ich mich in diesen Jahren für dich eingesetzt habe.
The story starts from 1933. Hitler declares himself as the dictator of Germany. After years of successfully manipulating the German people, Hitler is now on the road to complete his dream of a German empire. An empire that is racially pure of Jewish and Slavic. In 1935, the world got to know that Germany has its own air force that clearly violated the Treaty of Versailles. Under this treaty, strict penalties were imposed on Germany, one of which that Germany cannot have its own military. In year 1938, Hitler plans his first move on Austria. The German military entered Vienna. Austrian Chancellor, without any bloodshed, resigns from his position. In this way, Austria was successfully invaded without any bloodshed. In the next year, Hitler invaded Czechoslovakia, and once again German army won easily. Hitler now sets his eyes on Poland. To capture Poland, Hitler signs a non-aggression pact with Soviet Union, because both Soviet and Hitler had their eyes set on Poland. 1st September 1939, almost 1 million German troops are on the march to invade. Germany again successfully defeats the Polish army in just a week. But how was Hitler able to capture and invade so easily? Well, here comes the Blitzkrieg strategy, a strategy designed for speed, shock, and destruction. The idea was to charge forward with large amount of tanks, troops, and air force. A strategy through which the enemy will not even have the time to react. The German Air Force Luftwaffe first clears the path with heavy bombardment, then the troops and tanks used to march forward. One of the best examples of Hitler's Blitzkrieg strategy was the fall of France. The world watched in disbelief as France, a major world power, fell in just 6 weeks. Hitler's troops bypassed the mighty Maginot Line, slicing through the Ardennes, where no army was expected. Paris surrendered without a fight.